Four sides of the ring. Four sides of the ring. Everybody out here got an opinion. Your ego shall die in the ring. If the debate's getting heated, we heating. You know it's been fire in the ring. We them guys in the ring. Leave with your pride in the sling. Four sides of the ring. Four sides of the ring. Everybody out here got an opinion. Your ego shall die in the ring. If the debate's getting heated, we heating. You know it's been fire in the ring. We them guys in the ring. Leave with your pride in the sling. Four sides of the ring.
Welcome everybody to our show for All In Preview. Give me 1 second. I am trying to pin this post on our Twitter so you can find it. All right. It's All In weekend, the second biggest weekend in professional wrestling for the year. Some people might say it's the most important one for the year because this is real wrestling, real graps. 7 hours you're held hostage in front of your TV on a Sunday afternoon, prepping you for that beautiful Sunday football. You know what I mean? What's a good pregame for your Sunday football for the next 17, 20 weeks? Some wrestling. I'm going to introduce my mans first because I always give him the most shit. My right-hand man, Tino, the last keeper of kayfabe. How we doing today, brother?
What's good, channel? What's good, Ringsiders? Another week to talk some good old wrestling, and I can't wait. Just like you said, the second biggest weekend of the year, maybe the first to some people. We about to break it all down, and I can't wait.
Listen, that's all that matters. I'm trying to be nicer to Tino because he named me the best man to his non-existent wedding and the godfather to his non-existent children. So I'm really trying to keep my position here. You know what I mean?
It was the only way he could be nice to me, folks.
It was the only way. He said if I broke character, I lose it. So I am introducing. Thank you. And I got some breaking news on my desk introducing the freshly minted host of the S&M podcast, Mikey Cutlets.
What's going on? Listen, Mike. So we're starting a new podcast. We are going to talk about the Dirty. So this is going to be Tano's favorite show. So he's our first guest. We're going to be interviewing him first, so he can give us all the ins and the outs. When it comes to professional wrestling, since he is the wrestling guru. I got a fresh cut here. I'm ready and looking for my freaks here because I know my freaks are right here with all of you, the Four-Siders, and of course, my tag team partners here for the evening. So I'm excited to talk some wrestling with the boys. And we're starting a podcast. It's S&M. The S stands for Shadow, if you know Shadow, from OTT. Me and him are going to be hosting the show. It's going to be chains and whips, sticks and stones might break my bones, baby, but chains and whips excite us. So we're going to be getting into it.
And introducing the OTC of the OTT and the S&M podcast, Sticks and Stones, Shadow and Mike. Introducing Shadow.
What is going on, guys? This is so weird not hosting a show, but thank you for inviting me on and talk about some wrestling tonight.
Listen, we're glad to have you. So, introduction to myself before we have you introduce yourself. Me and Mike are a crackhead with one shared brain cell, and Taino is just somebody who has dealt with my shit for the past 20 years at this point.
Just about a little under,
like 19 years. When the Sox get their 20th anniversary ring in 07, that's when it's 20. That's when it's 20 years. My boy was hiding in the bathroom in the elementary school when I was in middle school. You know what I mean? Badass little kid. But Shadow, the OTC of the OTT, please tell the Four-Side Ringsiders who is Shadow of the Shadowsphere.
Well, first and foremost, I'm the Shadow of Ultraviolence. I am the man that runs the Shadowsphere. I am the co-founder of Off the Top Media. I am Shadow, and welcome to my world.
Fuck yeah.
That was quicker than I expected, but I like it.
So you need to know.
So I will say this, right? There's one thing I do want to bring up before we get into our previews, because we have the AAA Heatwave merger pay-per-view or PLE, and then we have All In. This episode was so last week we was the Chairs and the Furious. So Shadow, if you don't know, Four Sides have gone Hollywood. So every single poster that we do is a movie parody, blessed by Mrs. Cutlets, and occasionally Brandy Savage when he's not missing in action. So last week was the Chairs and the Furious. It was because Avery Styles made everybody furious because he refused to set up chairs. But we was about to get the sequel this week if it wasn't for All In. It was going to be 2 Chairs, 2 Furious, because every Styles is a TNA wrestler with a signed contract. I'm talking about he has his daddy's theme song, his daddy's logo, his daddy's moveset, and he didn't have to set up a single chair to go do something. He absolutely did not have to. He won. Right? My man's won. He could have won to NXT being the birthright, but he said, nah. My daddy did TNA. I'm doing TNA. Next, I'm going to New Japan, and then I'm going to the E.
Yeah, facts.
He's following
probably how
the
it's
path.
going.
So, Shadow, I do want to ask you, how do you feel about Avery Styles spending less than 6 months on the Indies and is already a made man on TNA?
Listen, like I said, I interview wrestlers, and I've talked to them about this off air. This is not on common knowledge. I'm going to break the wall of Shadow Sphere for a minute. Most of them will tell you that he's a fucking nepotism baby. Sorry, my language, but like these are what the boys have told. This is what the boys have told me, that is nepotism at its finest. You know, you're about to speak about NXT tonight, and we'll get to Zilla, I'm sure, but Zilla and him, very two different people. Zilla has more of a birthright than Avery Styles does, in my opinion.
I want to touch. I didn't even want to hear what Mike and Tanner had to say about that. I want to get into that immediately. No, that's a statement. That's definitely a statement. That's definitely a statement because, granted, while Zilla Fatu is a 3rd generation wrestler at this point,
depending how you want to look at the tree,
it might be 4th. it might be 4th, 5th. You know what I mean?
He's part of it.
He's part of it. He's there.
Yeah.
He's there.
An apple on the tree.
But Avery Styles is the heir to the Styles throne. So how would you say that Zilla has more of a birthright than a direct royalty of AJ Styles?
Call you what it will, but isn't the nickname, right? The OTC. You look at the Samoans. They have literally built what we see as professional wrestling to this day. If it's not without the Samoans of the 80s and 90s, I don't think we have anything close to what wrestling is, what it is now. Yes, AJ Styles is very revolutionary and is high flying, but why does that make me want to care about Avery?
That's fair. Do you think if Avery Styles was a 3rd generation wrestler, that would change how you see it? If his father's father helped pave the way as well?
I'll say it like this, since you asked. If his last name wasn't Styles, we'd see him in the parking lot of a local Target trying to sell tickets to somebody to come watch.
I love it. All right, Mike and Tino, now your opinions matter. I'm so sorry, guys. Shadow caught me off guard completely.
That's like you said, that's a statement. That is you're standing on your business, and I respect that. That's why we love Shadow. That's why you gotta respect that, because to a point he's kind of right. When you look at it, like, he nails it. Even I've said this. I think everyone knows this as your wrestling fan. The Samoan family, like, obviously as of recently they've taken prominence on television, but they've been there the entire history of this WWF to WWF to WWE. So I see his point. I mean, look, it's tough for me because you've kind of figured this is where you were going as soon as you heard Avery Styles started wrestling a month and a half ago. When that hit the timeline on social media and everyone saw Avery Styles wrestled at this, indie show, and then Avery Styles showed up at GCW, and then, the Avery Styles 2 chairs in the Furious incident of last week, just last week, how quickly the news cycles, right? This was expected. He's gonna sell tickets because it's his last name, and you're paying to see, hey, is this kid gonna live up to his father? So it's gonna be an interesting time.
After I hit Tino start, I do have one question to if it would change your mind on how you see it.
So,
right, Tina, go ahead.
Real quick, my thing is, again, when the news initially hit with Styles, I was, he should be setting up chairs, he should be doing this, that, and the third. It's what you're supposed to do as a wrestling fan, especially when you're a part of the business. And now, honestly, I've kind of went the way towards that. I think AJ did enough in his career to where maybe his son shouldn't come off as an asshole, if that's how some people feel that he is in the back. But his father did work hard, and now that his son is a second generation superstar or trying to become a superstar, that's the Styles family trying to build a dynasty. Now, the Samoans have a longer lineage. They have way more decades on their resume. And you got to cut the kid some break. My thing is he's super young, obviously. There's a lot of time for that narrative and that story to change. I think my only problem with Avery is he needs to – it's okay to embrace what your father did, follow in his footsteps, maybe step out of his shadow a little bit. It's you know, with the hoodie and the whole everything, it's like AJ-esque and it's cool. But now we need to see you on your own and to see what you could do. And I think him working with Frankie Kazarian, it'll work out well for him. So I think we could just maybe pump the brakes a little bit, cut the kid some slack, and let's see where it heads. Let's see how his career pans out.
So I'm glad we're speaking about this because we have another second generation wrestler or third generation in that aspect that also made a streamline with very little indie dates, and that would be Dominic Mysterio. And when Dom first debuted on the main roster with his dad, because my man skipped NXT and he went back to NXT later like it was a side quest, Dom wasn't great in the ring. He was literally Big Rey Mysterio. You know what I mean? He was just Rey Mysterio, but taller. Less tatted. The tattoos came later, not jacked, with the vest. You know what I mean? He was Big Rey Mysterio. I mean, now we see the work that Dom has put in, and Dom is great. I'm a big advocate for Dom. I've been a fan for Dom Mysterio for the past 20 years. I treat Dom like he's one of my cousins that I seen at a barbecue 20 years ago, and I seen him on TV now. I'm like, yeah, that's my cousin. He's balling out. So that's kind of how I treat Dom. But if you think about it, a lot of these second generation superstars or third generation superstars are getting these deals immediately based on the backs of their fathers, especially when you have some place like NXT. Because you can just be in the PC for months. Because I don't know if you also noticed, Aaliyah Mysterio's also in the PC right now training for her debut.
That she is.
So wrestling, there's always a little bit of nepotism. And I believe there's nepotism in all aspects of life. For example, to get into a good union with a good pension and a good wage, your uncle, your brother, your father, your granddaddy got to be in a pension. I'm in a union now, but it took me close to 10 years to get to 8 years to go get into one. I scored really well in the interview, really passed my test, passed my field exam. They said, you know what? I don't know if you want this enough. I know that kid over there, he wants it enough because his daddy did it. I'm like, what does that have to do with anything? Bro, I'm trying to eat now. You know what I mean? So I do understand where Shadow's coming from. And honestly, I expect and respect other indie wrestlers to feel that way. These indie wrestlers are putting their blood into the ground, into these rings, setting up everything that they have to make sure that they can eat, feed their family, and potentially see a TNA, a GCW, a Ring of Honor, NXT, and Evolve. You know what I mean? Something to prove that their love for wrestling is worth it. Meanwhile, you have Avery Styles. I don't know how long he's been training, so I would never discredit him for that. But he got on the scene less than 6 months ago, and he already has a deal. Granted, it's not a sexy deal, but I believe starting in TNA means something to him based on who his father was. And I don't believe it's a crime to follow in your father's footsteps because we all love and respect AJ Styles, right? We all love and respect him. And as long as Avery gives us good matches, he'll be fine.
Yeah, and I'm sorry to step on your toes, channel.
You're good.
And the thing is, in terms of I guess any nepotism or favoritism, whatever you want to call it, guys like Avery Styles, Dom Mysterio, guys like that, they were already being groomed for the wrestling business at such a young age. So even before NXT, who knows, they were probably already training with their fathers or other superstars and maybe their children. So they do have that slight advantage. So I definitely see it. And again, I started really thinking about the situation, and we don't, at least I don't know. I don't know if you guys know like the full details with the whole independent promotion with Avery. But the thing is, why put up any chairs if your name is what sold the house? You know what I'm saying? So that's just kind of one way to look at it as well. That's kind of how I was looking at it. But that's just my take on it. I want to hear what Shadow got to say.
Like I've talked to, that's my thing. I talked to indie wrestlers, and while they believe it's nepotism with the way he acted, maybe shake some hands and introduce yourself a little bit. That should have been done. The chair setup and stuff. I know guys that have 20-year pros that will tell you they don't want to see people setting up chairs. They want to see them in the back conversating, figuring out what they're supposed to do that night. They have arena staff or company staff for a reason to set up these chairs. I get that it's the old school way of thinking of paying your dues, but a lot of these guys will tell you they don't want the young guys doing that because they want them to be honing what they need to before they go out there and make an ass of themselves. To your point with Dominic, I mean, he's a 20-year pro at this point.
Talk about it.
He really is.
But the nepotistic integrity of wrestlers, I'll bring up the point of Taylor Rotunda and Wyndham Rotunda. They didn't feed off the back of Blackjack Mulligan or IRS. They came in as their own. They've both been fired multiple times by that company.
Yeah.
They broke their own way. I will give Avery this much credit. I'll give him a year. If he can break out and to become his own like Dominic did within 8 months, then I'll believe that he's something different than AJ.
It took Dom a little longer than 8 months because he was with his dad for like what, a year and a half before Judgment Day kicked off.
I'm not really counting the pandemic era, really, right? Like that's.
I mean, you still got to give him that time because those are still raps.
The
You know
wrestling
what I mean?
part, yeah. So the wrestling part, I'll give you that. But as a character work, until there was a live crowd, it was about 8 months.
Could we settle for a year, a full year?
I'll give you a year. I'll give you a year.
All right,
I'll give you that. But that's my point. Is you can't say all of wrestlers of third, second, fourth are nepotistic because I go back to this. Well, Bray Wyatt, Bo Dallas, they never fed off IRS. They never fed off their grandfather, Blackjack Mulligan.
No, and you have a good point because Eddie's oldest daughter. A lot of people don't know this, but Eddie Guerrero's oldest daughter was a wrestler for a little while, but she never really broke into it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
She never really broke into it, and it's kind of sad because we don't have a Guerrero in the wings. I think Eddie's youngest daughter is training now. I'm not so sure. You know what I mean? I'm not too plugged into who's training and who's doing what outside of like the Twitter people keeping me well informed. You know what I mean? But of course, there's a whole bunch of nepo babies who didn't make it.
Yeah, and to that point too, I think both Eddie's daughters, if the second one is training like you, I don't know, but the first one could have made it if her big ass mouth mother could have kept her mouth shut.
Yeah. we love and respect Vicky.
I do not.
Listen, I'm keeping it cordial. Listen, this is Four Sides of the Ring. Please make sure to like and subscribe if you like the content. We are going to run this. We are going to find our friends. So where are our friends? We need a jingle. Where are our friends?
Where are our friends? Where are they?
Hey, Gulf State Wrestling presents Brawl in the Fall. I like it. Is that my guy Ricky Wiley? Oh, I think he's a world champion now. Hey, exists to inspire wrestling. My man's won the world strap. Look at that guy with that dashing face paint. He is a champion. So let's go back to the Gulf State Wrestling, please. Let's pull it back up. Hey, thank you. They're going to be at Oopaloosa's. Oh, my God, I butchered that. High school. Saturday, September 12th, 2026. Doors open at 5 p.m. Bell time's at 6. I don't have an address. I'm assuming if you know what Oopaloosa's high school is, you know where to be.
Use Google. Use your Apple Maps. Go to the show. That's it.
FYW, Find Your Wrestling. Saturday, September 12th. Dirtbag Dan's Nights Out. I love it. Baby. I love it. Oh my God. 165 State Route 31, Flemington, New Jersey, 08822. Follow Find Yourself Pro. Tickets on Simpletix. I think your boys was invited to the show, so you might see me and Tino. I won't be setting up no chairs, but I definitely might be in attendance.
I'll be setting up chairs. Don't you worry.
House of Turf presents TCW Hit is a Hit. This is probably honestly my favorite poster. We've had this poster since like months now, and it's finally happening this weekend. The House of Turf Indoor Sports Training Event Center in Farmingdale, New Jersey. Ant's on this card, dog. I asked Ant, what are you doing at this match? He says, show up and you'll find out. I don't know what that means, but it's this Saturday. Say you know the Zombie King. And off the top, Josh Vander Cruz versus his name is Hardcore?
Yes, sir.
I fuck with it. It is a casket match at New Noise. Violence Shot for Shot. Ooh, I like that. Volume 5, Shot for Shot. It is off the top. Is this your promotion?
No, we are sponsoring this match at New Noise Volume 5 at Stinky D's live in Toronto, September 12th.
Ooh, off the
Hell
top. Yeah. I mean, is his name just really Hardcore?
Yes, sir. He is the off the top champion as well.
I like it. I never met somebody's name
cool.
I never somebody's wrestling name that was just
hardcore.
He's the embodiment of hardcore.
Yeah, with a name like that, I would definitely think so.
Listen, oh, you know what's Canada? Their medical insurance is free anyway, so it don't even matter.
Don't believe the hype.
I'm believing in it. All I know about Canada is maple syrup, leaves, and health insurance. And we'll be right back after these messages. This is Chana, whoever from Four Sides of the Ring, and I'm here to tell you about a little deal we got. If you use our code 4SidesOTR on SeatGeek, you get $20 off your final ticket purchase on SeatGeek. If you're anything like me and the guys, we like going to a nice little ball game. Not Tyner, though. He's a Oklahoma City Thunder fan, and he's never even been in Oklahoma. But if you're a ball fan of anything, just like the New York Knicks winning championships, we got a championship deal for you. $20 off your final ticket purchase if you use the code 4SidesOTR. The bad guy tried to send me, but we haven't seen him in months. If you see him, put out a missing persons report. Let him know we need him. This is Chano, whoever from Four Sides of the Ring, talking about SeatGeek. 4 Sides OTR on SeatGeek. I can tell this is the first time Chino's seen the promo because my man's was dying.
Yo, that's crazy.
Never step foot in Oklahoma City and being an Oklahoma City Thunder fan.
Hey, look,
diabolical.
the two Thunder games I seen here in New York, they beat the Knicks. I'm just saying.
Come on.
I'm just saying.
He doesn't even know what the bison looks like, dog. He's never been there.
It's that animal over there. That's like, yeah.
Oh,
brother, exactly what it is.
This guy stinks.
My man's never stepped for the Oklahoma. He's diehard OKC fan. He be talking to OKC fans like he's from there, dog. They're like, where are you from in Oklahoma? The Bronx.
Downtown. You know that building by the store? I live right there.
You know the place with the bricks and the shitty staircase? That's me.
Yeah, me on the 4th floor right there.
It is time for my least favorite segment.
Oh, that's hilarious.
We gotta do this a little bit earlier because we got a whole bunch of wrestling to break into.
A lot of wrestling.
So, Shadow, I apologize in advance. Cover your ears. The segment's gonna make you nauseous. It makes me sick to my stomach. I guess it's time to mark your calendar.
All right, Shadow, Ringsiders, it's time to kick back as I welcome y'all to another part of Marking the Calendar. This is the part of the show where we dig through wrestling history like a dog who hit his favorite bone in the wrestling ring, only to realize Goldberg kicked it into the 3rd row. Every episode, we go back in time and ask, who approved this? Who survived this? And occasionally, who really just left all this money downstairs? Today, we're going to stop the clock on August 27th, a date that gave us a company deciding the old rules weren't outdated. They were trespassing. While another company realized that wild shit from the underground could be spit shined, branded, and taxed properly. So tighten up those knee pads, check the stairs, and if you hear tables breaking underneath the house, don't call maintenance because they don't know how to capitalize. Call commentary, call production. We know how much they love that shit. Matter of fact, call the angriest accountant in the building because on August 27th, wrestling reminded everybody that you could only keep that wild shit in the basement for so long before somebody brings it upstairs and starts charging you pay-per-view money for it. And now it's time to charge our way back to 1994 from Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, inside of the ECW arena, where ECW hosted the NWA, not the rap group, y'all, way different type of violence, world title tournament. We're talking back before ECW was even officially considered extreme. It was still being called Eastern Championship Wrestling, which is hilarious because by 1994, calling ECW Eastern was like calling a pit bull slightly emotional. Like, nah, bro, that thing been growling for 3 hours. We all heard it. And on this night, we heard they needed a new NWA World Heavyweight Champion. Now, that sounds lit, historic, respectable, delectable. Like everybody should have been wearing a suit, shaking hands, talking about tradition. But this was ECW. So the whole night was basically giving vibes of a marketplace meetup where both parties pulled up thinking, I'm not getting robbed today. And somehow tradition still left without the belt. The tournament had names all over it. 911 beat Doink the Clown, which is already the most ECW sentence possible. Because only in ECW can a giant named after an emergency service beat a clown. And somehow that's the normal part of the evening. Shane Douglas beat the Tasmaniac, which mattered because Douglas wasn't just moving through a tournament. He was moving towards a statement, and you could already feel it. This man was not trying to borrow history at all. This man was measuring history for a coffin. Dean Malenko beat Osamu Nishimura, giving the card a little bit of technical wrestling because even ECW understood you got to wash your hands before you start committing felonies. And then Cactus Jack and Mikey Whipwreck beat the Public Enemy to win the ECW Tag Team Championships. Cactus Jack and Mikey Whipwreck as tag champions is one of those teams that sounds like a group project where one guy did all the work and the other guy brought emotional support trauma. But that was ECW. The basement wasn't just loud. The basement had layers. You had technical wrestling, chaos, violence, championships changing hands quicker than the 20s from the plug. You had a crowd that sounded like they were one bad decision away from becoming part of the match. And through all that, Shane Douglas kept moving. He beat Dean Malenko in the semifinal, then made it to the final against Too Cold Scorpio. And Too Cold Scorpio was not some random body. That man could move. That man could fly. But on this night, Shane Douglas had to remind him just how gravity worked. And he had become the new NWA World Heavyweight Champion. Now, Shane was placed in the very moment a wrestler would hold up the belt, thank everyone and their moms who did diddly to help him out, maybe shotgun kiss the title right quick like it's a newborn baby. But he said, nah, disrespectfully threw that shit down like Terrell Owens standing on the Star in Texas Stadium. Then he picked up the ECW title and declared himself ECW World Heavyweight Champion. And that right there wasn't just a title change. That was a company kicking the basement door off the hinges. And that's why this night mattered, because ECW finally began to reject the idea that tradition got to tell them who they were. The old wrestling world wanted respect, while ECW wanted identity. The old wrestling world wanted lineage, while ECW wanted freedom. The old wrestling world wanted the basement quiet. And ECW turned those speakers the fuck up, formed a few mosh pits, kicked over every trash can in sight, started a couple fires, and made everybody upstairs ask, what the hell is going on down there? And once people heard it, they couldn't unhear it, because wild shit has a funny way of traveling. And 6 years later, that noise made its way up to Raleigh, North Carolina, inside of the Raleigh Entertainment and Sports Arena for WWF SummerSlam in 2000. Now, by this point, the WWF wasn't underground. This wasn't a basement. This was the big house with the Persian carpets and the diamond chandelier. The company Black Card, the place where Chaos had to wear a button-up shirt before it started swinging. And honestly, you can see that aura radiating all over the card. Eddie Guerrero and China defeated Val Venus and Trish Stratus, and China walked out as Intercontinental Champion because apparently even the title division knew who the main character was. Steve Blackman beat the absolute shit out of Shane McMahon for the Hardcore Championship after Shane spent the match flying around like a fly that picked the wrong damn cat to bother. The Undertaker and King ended in a no contest because sometimes brotherly love in wrestling means nobody wins. Everybody suffers. And the referee starts reconsidering trade school. And in the main event, The Rock retained the WWF Championship against Triple H and Kurt Angle, reminding everybody that no matter how wild the night would get, The Rock would still be the dude standing in the middle of the storm with one eyebrow raised like lightning and thunder were his two main bitches. So yeah, SummerSlam 2000 already had a lot going on. Championships, family drama, hardcore violence, main event pressure, but the match that everybody still talks about is the one that brought the basement upstairs for the WWF Tag Team Championships. We had Edge and Christian, the Hardy Boys, the Dudley Boys, for what will go down in wrestling history as the first official tables, ladders, and chairs match. The Dudleys brought the tables. They made those tables feel like family business. The Hardys brought the ladders. They were treating ladders like launch pads. And Edge and Christian brought the chairs. They were arrogant, sneaky, and opportunistic. The kind of dudes who would start a fight, then blame the furniture. Everybody came with their own future evidence of the crime scene. And the WWF knew it had a supreme attraction. One day show off at one of the biggest shows of the year. That was the evolution. ECW had the basement shaking. WWF heard the noise, went downstairs, saw some busted tables, a couple of ladders, a stack of chairs, and said, hold up, this ain't storage, this is inventory. And with the right lighting, the right camera angles, and just enough medical negligence, TLC was born. Everybody had a role, a weapon, a reason, and that's why the match worked. It was like turning low-budget films into absolute cinema. Edge and Christian retained the WWF Tag Team Championships, but just like August 20th taught us, the result wasn't the whole legacy. Because people don't talk about that match just because Edge and Christian won. They talk about it because TLC became a language. Once WWF brought that wild shit upstairs, there was no putting it back in the basement. The only thing left down there was one big open safe. So before we close the vault, August 27th got some birthdays. First up, Sergeant Slaughter, born in 1948. He's a WWE Hall of Famer, former WWF champion, former United States champion, a wrestling character so iconic, he didn't just cross over into pop culture, he made pop culture drop and give him 20. Happy birthday to Sarge. Next up, the Great Khali, born in 1972. Former heavyweight world champion, WWE Hall of Famer, a man so large his entrance alone made the building check its lease agreement. Khali was 7'1", worth of, figure it the fuck out. Happy birthday to Khali. And finally, 1973's very own Jazz, two-time WWE Women's Champion, original ECW Toughness, WWE Gold, NWA Gold, a wrestler who carried herself like every match was personal, even if she just met you. Happy birthday to Jazz. 3 different reminders that wrestling can't hide anything with that much personality forever. And that is why we keep marking the calendar. Because August 27th wasn't just about rebellion or chaos. It was about what happens when a thing that everybody tries to keep small gets too loud to ignore. And that's wrestling. The underground breaks the furniture. The mainstream calls it set design, then charges everybody extra for the experience. 2 different companies, 2 different rooms with the same lesson. The basement never stays quiet forever. My name is Taino, the last keeper of kayfabe, and I'll catch y'all next week in this comfy corner of 4 sides of the ring. Until then, keep marking the calendar.
Good for you, brother.
Oh, hell yeah, brother.
Brother Teresa.
Brother.
I do want to say Tino forgot a couple important dates. 30 years ago, this was the debut of Chris Jericho in WCW. When I say 30 years ago, I just want you to know that means he's been wrestling for too goddamn long and he needs to go retire exponentially.
He would have made the cut if I was still doing 3, but I had to cut it a little bit. So now
nuts, dog. Absolutely, absolutely nuts. Decent, I guess. Good for you, buddy. I'm glad you're doing well. All right, and we are going to our margarita match. So if you don't have a good margarita, listen, I'm not gonna lie to you guys. Sunday, you're in for a doozy. Your drinking starts at 1. All In starts at 1 o'clock.
Really?
It's in London, mate.
Oh, fuck.
Yeah.
Right. Oh, hell yeah. 10 a.m. Let's go, baby.
Yes, sir. And we got 3 PLEs? 2.5. Right? Because AAA and NXT, they're doing a collaboration PLE, right? Basically Heatwave in English and Heatwave in Spanish. So we're gonna I'm not even gonna try it, boys. I'm gonna read these off. We got Priest. This is a AAA Latin America title match, triple fatal 4-way. The championship is vacant. It's El Hijo de Dr. Wagner Jr., Damian Priest, La Parca, y El Fiscal. I'm going Priest because why not? We got
you said this was a title match?
Yeah, it's for the vacant Latin American title.
Yeah, agreed. Give me Priest.
Yeah, take Priest.
We got the AAA Reina de Reinas title number 1 contender gauntlet match. Nobody's listened. Okay. On the AAA World Tag Team title match, the War Raiders, Eric and Ivar. I am an Ivar stan. To me, Ivar is probably the one of the best big man, athletic big man in all of wrestling. Absolute dog. Big Ivar stan. Against Los Americanos. I feel like this is a gimme so the Los Americanos and El Grande can be tag team and world champions in Triple H's vision. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
We got the 6-man tag team match: Dragon Lee, Penta and Rey Fenix versus Los Perros del Mal, which is Angel, Berto, and Daga with Carmen Petrovic. Nice. Shout out for her, I guess, being valet because she wasn't really doing anything else, but good for her. I'm glad she's active. And then we have the AAA World Cruiserweight title match, number 1 contender match. 3-way, Nathan Frazier versus Jack Cartwheel versus Mini Vikingo. That is a gimmick. That is hilarious.
I like Jack Cartwheel.
I like Mini Viking. I ran through those because honestly, we may not know those guys. And now actually on to Heatwave. We have the North American Championship match. Miles Bourne versus Jackson Drake. Who do we have? I have Miles Bourne retaining.
Give me Jackson Drake.
Nick Ram would give you a hug because he loves him.
Yeah, I'd say Miles Bourne would retain as well.
Yeah, I'm gonna go Miles as well.
Yeah.
We have a submission match. Natty versus Jada Parker. I read submission and I read Natty immediately. That's exactly
good
what
content
happened.
for the SNM podcast, you know. Submission. We episode 2.
Listen, guys, I'm on my best behavior. Don't make me relapse and start just spawning profanity. I have Natty because why not? I guess I'm not even going to say that.
I want to say Natty because like we getting Natty in WWE is supposed to be different, but this is pass the torch to Jada. Jada will pick up the dub.
I don't know. Give me Jada. That match almost put me to sleep. I love Natty, but that almost put me to sleep.
Listen, I love
Mike.
Natty.
Jeez.
I love Natty, and I only love her Uncle Owen. Fuck Bret Hart, and I'm gonna go with Miss Parker.
Oh wow! Canada's own turning their back on their own. Crazy. We have
not all that friendly, you know.
Listen, that's a lie. I refuse to let you ruin the good name of Canada. We have the tag team championship: Miles Bourne and Tavian Heights versus Brad Baylor and Ricky Smokes.
Double duty, Miles Bourne, baby.
Yeah, shout out to Miles for double duty.
I forgot he is double duty. Shout out to my boy out here doing it.
Hell yeah.
Well, he's not gonna hear it anyways, but Miles.
That is crazy. I love to hear it.
Orton.
Def Randy Orton is nuts. All right, we have the unification match, the North American and Women's Speed Championship, because Twitter stopped paying for that title. Zarya versus Ren Sinclair versus Kaylee Armstrong. I have Zarya winning unifying the straps.
I have Ren Sinclair just because I love Ren Sinclair. Like
okay.
Ren Sinclair. Besides that, that's kind of like a quick answer. But Ren has been in NXT for a little minute. She's starting to get a little bit of shine now. Let her win something finally instead of these little weird titles. Give her something a little more meaningful. That's just me though.
Let me ask you guys something because I'm not current on a lot of this. Zarya been relevant since her whole thing with what's her face there?
Ulruka.
Yeah, has she been any bit relevant?
She has. She won the North American Championship immediately right after the feud. So
I get that she's the champion, but has she been relevant?
No, she's been solid. She's part of the really good division, the women's division. She's towards the top. No, she's great. No, she's dope. I'm a big Zarya guy. We have the NXT Women's Championship match. We have Kendall Gray versus Kalani Jordan. It's Kendall Gray's time. It's Kendall Gray.
Boring.
She's not boring. I partially agree with you. She's not boring, but she doesn't have anything to make her stand out.
She hasn't found a personality yet.
That's what I was gonna say. She's lack of personality.
Okay, I like that. But I do got Kendall Gray.
He's super athletic, but I don't know. I like Kendall here, but I could see them give it to Lonnie because she's becoming another NXT super senior, low key. She's on year 5 as well.
It should be great in TNA next year.
she already ran TNA, you know what I mean? So
she did.
Like I said, it should be great in TNA next year.
We have the actual main event. Shout out to the men for actually putting up a main event worthy of a main event instead of letting the women have it. You have a fatal 4-way for the NXT World Championship. You have Tony D'Angelo versus Grayson Waller versus Cruz Montana versus Zilla Batu. I think I got Zilla winning this match, boys.
I'm standing 10 toes down on the Aussie, man. I'm staying Grayson Waller. You go on social medias at 4 Sides OTR on all social medias and see the clip of me last week saying you can't just have Grayson Waller come back to NXT from the main roster and just absolutely go on a tirade and just badmouth every single person. Wear a shirt that says Nympho baby on the on NXT and not have this guy win the NXT championship because that was just the biggest waste. Then you just made me care about this guy for absolutely no reason, and you're showing me you don't care about him, so why should I care about him? But I'm still Grayson Waller.
I mean, you shouldn't care about him, but I respect
I
it.
I will say last week when Mike made his argument, he won me over, but I gotta stay 10 toes down. Tony D, baby, show that you're the fucking NXT champ. Show that you're still that guy. You're going against 3 other big time superstars in NXT. Show them that there's a reason why that title's on your shoulder. Like I said a while ago, they casted him aside. Who's Tony D? Who knows? It's Cruz Montana. Where's Tony D? I don't know. Grayson Waller. Where the fuck is Tony D? Oh, it's Zilla Fatu. Nah, this match on Sunday, Tony D got to show why he is the champion, and hopefully we get it. If not, maybe he loses. Waller would win. It would make so much sense. He gets a call up. Maybe he doesn't get lost in the shuffle in the main roster. That's all I can hope for.
Tony D is not winning. He'll be up in WWE by the end of September, like main roster. And Grayson Waller can go kick his rocks all the way back to Australia, too. And Zilla's way too into this to not be called the Nepo baby, as he doesn't want to be called. So it's not going to be him. It's going to be Montana pinning Grayson Waller.
Oh,
Yo, give me Montana as the new NXT champion, and I'm gonna be insufferable on this podcast next Thursday.
It's gonna be Montana, and
Marcus knows it. Marcus knows I'll be insufferable if Cruz and we get Net Ram next week.
Hater alert! Hater alert! Hater alert!
Watch Saturday Night Hot Tags with me going on a 50-minute tangent about why we doubted Cruz Mike Santana, Cruz. I'm getting so confused.
Montana.
Get the best of both worlds.
You know what I mean? So, listen, I hope Cruz wins the strap, man. Stand on the finest. New Yorker, that'll be dope. I just got faith in my boy Zilla.
Like I said, clip it now if you want. Montana pins Waller.
That'd be dope. I like that.
Montana pins Waller.
Listen, I like Tony D. I think he has the look. I think he has the size. He had the nice mafia personality, but right now the personalities as the hunter, I'm not really feeling it.
We need his mentality on the main roster.
Yeah,
I respect it.
I mean, it's interesting for him at this point. He's also another super senior in NXT. But JC Jane was also a super senior, and she absolutely crushed it. She's crushing it absolutely right now. So
she absolutely,
so it doesn't, I still have hope Tony D will figure it out. And I think, I do see him hitting the main roster. I feel like he's joining a faction for sure. Like he's joining a faction. I don't want to say, I hope I'm wrong. I hope they actually give him like a impact on his own, but he's probably joining a faction.
You know what's the weirdest thing about Birthright? I was thinking about this the other day. He went from the Mafia faction, right?
Stacks.
Yeah, and now went to the Birthright faction. Like everybody has a Birthright, but he just has a nut right. You know what I mean?
That's crazy.
Am I wrong?
Insane. No, 100%. I was gonna say it's the silliest thing ever. It's not even. He is not a nepo baby at all.
He acknowledges it. He acknowledges it.
Everybody else is a nepo baby.
It's my birthright through marriage.
It's my birthright through engagement, brother. I'm here. Look at my fiance. You think I'm stepson, or what do you call it? Son-in-law to Santino Marella. Talk to me nice,
bro. It's nuts.
Canadian great, by the way.
Canadian.
This is true.
You know what's mad funny? I would love to see the TNA NXT crossover and Birthright approaches Avery Styles to join. He's just like, my daddy's better than your daddy, and just walks off.
You know it's gonna get to that point. My dad could have beat your dad up back in their primes.
Just a question. Birthright has Pillman in it?
Yes.
Brian Pillman is way better than AJ Styles.
We just getting a little hot on the thing, but
wow.
Are we gonna sit on that and we are going to add
Hey, how's it going?
Suplex.
I'm sorry?
Headlock. Suplex. Sweet chin music.
What?
Run the ropes.
Is he threatening me?
Do you not speak wrestling, Mickey? Run the ropes.
What are you talking
Dude,
about?
I got you, man. What's going on, man? Hey, man, I'm looking for SmackDown. Here comes the pain.
Oh yeah, we've got a copy. It's right over there. It's $29.99 for that one.
I appreciate it, man. I don't know what this guy's problem is.
It's ours, man.
Oh, this one's all you, bud.
What can I do for you today, man?
Kirby.
What?
Mario. Luigi.
I don't.
Wario.
I don't.
Star Fox.
I have no idea.
Captain Falcon.
Do you not speak video games?
4 sides of the ring. 4 sides of the ring. Everybody out here got an opinion, your ego shall die in the ring.
I'll fuck with that.
It is a good commercial.
It's really
good. Wait, Niram really popped in. Who's better than who? So Niram is one of our sides of the ring. He's at work right now, apparently not doing his job. But yes. Go to Retroid Gaming and type in that code to get 10% off your purchase. And tell him to acknowledge me. He neglects me as well. But yes, please don't forget to like and subscribe. But yeah, you said Pillman's daddy. You said Pillman is better than AJ Styles.
I did.
Oh, that is sizzling. Mike, do you attest for this? Do you stand up for this?
I'm not saying.
No. You gotta. No, I'm putting you on the spit out.
No, I don't think so. No, I don't think so.
We're gonna clip this. This is gonna do great.
So.
This is gonna do great numbers in the talk.
Listen. If you're gonna clip it,
I do not think Brian Pillman is better than AJ Styles. No.
If you're gonna clip it, for all the people that are watching it, come find my page. That guy Shadow 91 on Instagram. Come hit up my DMs and I'll block you because you're a bitch.
That is amazing. I love it. Honestly, I do love it. Now we are on to the main portion of our night, which is probably going to take hopefully half hour. I hope it doesn't take that long. We are all in.
Oh, that's 7 hours to finish. Got it. All right.
Yo,
Tony said he's penciled in at like a 4-hour show.
So it's 6. Okay.
He's a liar. Last year I went to the movies. I forgot what movie it was. Was it Superman or was it Fantastic Four? And I got this 8:00 movie viewing, right? Because I was like, all that will be over by then. No, dog. When I went to the movie, the main event was just airing. The last match just started. I was pissed. I was mad tight. My boy was like, "You really gonna watch the match over this movie?" I was like, "Dog." I was like, "I didn't think it was gonna last this long. This is ridiculous." So TK, please, I beg you, don't hold me up. Listen, I love the 7-hour shows for the fans in attendance because they're getting their money's worth. But
it starts at 1 o'clock. It'll be done by like 5, 6. You're chilling.
Yeah. For you, it's fine. You get to wake up. Oh yes, a nice little wrestling. You know what I mean?
Have a
nice little
coffee. Have some nice. Have a bacon, egg, and cheese. Like chilling.
Nuts. Absolutely nuts. All right, we have the World Trios Championship. We have Hangman, Adam Page, and Brodito versus, what is it? Is this an open, like a trios
tournament? It's a gauntlet. It's like a Casino Royale gauntlet or something.
Okay. But we did get T, Swerve Strickland, and 2 mystery tag team members who may or may not be the New Day.
Daybreak.
Yeah, Daybreak. Imagine it's not them at all. And it's like Elja and like somebody else random.
Some Ring of Honor guys.
17 gauntlet. Tino was nice enough to write all of this down for me, how we got here. Tino, would you like to tell me how we got here?
No, I had sent it to you and kind of tossed it.
Tino did the research and said, "Man, this is
all you." That's all. Yeah, it was for you. But it starts off with the trios gauntlet. There's a bunch of teams in that. I think it's we have
hilarious.
It's the Dogs, the Demand, the Death Riders, with the Bang Bang Gang, who are your guys' channel. The Conglomeration, I believe, is also part of that. And then like the Wild Card, which I think that's the biggest part of that entire matchup, besides the fucking mayhem that's going to be going on. I think everyone is just more excited about the potential rival of Daybreak or New Day, so we'll see. I think, again, that's the biggest thing coming out. If that is true, New Day shows up at Wembley, the second biggest show of the year or the biggest show of the year, however you want to look at it. It'll be big for AEW if that's the case. And, you have Swerve and the New Day doing their thing and kind of see where that leads. So that's actually a match that I'm kind of excited to see. And if it wasn't for like the surprise partners, I would have not been interested because it's too crazy. But that drew me in. That made me want to watch that match. So
I'm getting word from production that we have NetRam's picks for this weekend. So
let's hear it.
What's up, everybody? It's your boy NitRam. Y'all think Channel's gonna keep me off this episode? You see, y'all don't know, but I'm only bi-weekly because Channel says I have to stay at the university overnight every other week. But I'm gonna give you my picks for 2026 All In, and we're gonna start off with that Trios Championship. Very quick, very easy. From what I understand is they're gonna have multiple teams, but I think it's honestly the most obvious thing is Swerve Strickland comes out. They say, whose house? And we hear, who? And we get the New Day with Swerve Strickland. That being Kofi and Austin Creed. I think they'll win the Trios titles. What a debut. Beautiful. Let's move on. Willow Nightingale versus Mercedes Moné. Willow has to win here. I don't think Mercedes needs the title. I really don't. She'll get it one day. If Bayley's not coming over, really, there's no rush on it. Willow beating Mercedes tells more than Mercedes beating Willow. And that's who I got for this one. Give me Willow Nightingale. We got Cage and Cope, some old people, versus the Young Bucks, some old people. Yeah, I don't know, it's hard to tell because Cage and Cope, they're draws, but the Young Bucks are on their final years. So is Cage and Cope. Give me the Young Bucks. The Young Bucks for the win. Then, of course, we got the men's casino gauntlet match. Yeah, I think it's no surprise. I think Ilja debuts in this match. But this is going to MJF. I don't care who's in the match. I don't care if they put 30 people in that ring. This is going to MJF with a strong Ilja debut. Jon Moxley versus Nigel McGuinness. Me and the founder, we talked about this for a second. I don't think there's any way you can get Nigel McGuinness to lose in Wembley. I just don't see it. Give me Nigel McGuinness, hometown hero. Big baby face pop. You got Divine Dominion, versus the Brawling Birds. That's for the Brawling Birds to win. We can keep on moving on. Kevin Knight versus Darby Allin. Give me Kevin Knight to win with the betrayal of Steve Borden on Darby Allin. I think Steve Borden's going to be the jealous son because Sting's favorite son is Darby Allin. So give me Kevin Knight. Kyle Fletcher versus Takeshita versus Okada. Excited. I think the smart move would be for Okada to steal the pin and be like, I did it for the family. So give me Okada. And then, of course, the talking point. The match everyone's coming to see. The match everyone wants to see. Kenny Omega versus Will Ospreay. I think they've done a great job telling this story. Here's my thing. I think AEW will pull the Cody Rhodes on Will Ospreay and let Kenny Omega get booed out of Wembley when he hits 2 One-Wing Angels and still walks out champion. Will Ospreay will sit in that ring completely disgusted, and we got a beautiful year-long turnaround story for Will Ospreay. Give me Kenny Omega to retain in Wembley Stadium. But anyway, gotta go back. Tishi's night classes. See y'all.
He makes it seem like I'm making him stay after school. He said he wants a jacuzzi for extracurricular activities, and I told him we don't have the funding, so he made the night school himself to support what he wants to do in the first place. He said Brian Pillman is barely better than Finley. Mr. Kid Zero is NetRam. It's fucking hilarious. Whitey. I'm glad that NetRam can phone in from work to go do his predictions.
Yep.
We have Divine Dominion versus the Brawling Birds for the AEW Women's Tag Team Championships.
Hold on. What was the match that we were talking about? I never said anything.
We did
That was a long pick. I couldn't remember what match we were on.
It was the trios. We did the trios. We spoke about it, and then I got a divine intervention from God. He said, "I gotta play Martin's clip."
Just a small note on that. I believe it's going to be Swerve and the mystery partners. But I hate these kind of matches because I feel like, and I've been saying this for years, AEW is fine. It's fine. But it's very overbooked indie shit. 7 tag teams to open the show. You're gonna bore half your home audience before you even get to the mid card.
I don't think so. As long as it's actually the New Day that shows up.
That's what I was gonna say, and I think that's the only reason why I want to watch that match, bro. If it's like someone else, is like
to that point. Are we on? Are we at prom night? Why are we blowing our load in the first 30 minutes?
Because that's what you do. That's what you do at prom.
Oh, Shadow, you're gonna love this when I give you some more breaking news on this match.
You're giving me what? Sorry.
Your mind. Hey, yo. Pause.
No, I just want to say, Mike.
Match, it's on the 0 hour.
Is it a 0 hour?
Marcus steals my
right.
thunder.
But that'll lead into the main show, right? Because you can't
probably
lead into the show. They've been doing that.
You're not gonna have them debut on the 0 hour. That'd be stupid.
It probably when it goes into the main show, Swerve will just probably be coming out.
Yep.
You know what I mean? That makes the most sense. And Marcus really wrote that from his Facebook account. How many? What are you logged into, dog?
Okay, Grandpa.
Nuts. All right. So back to the women's tag team match. We have the Divine Dominion versus the Brawling Birds. I have the Birds.
Give me the Brawling Broads
with Jamie Hayter and Royal Ospreay's wife. I don't know what her name is.
Alex Windsor, big dog. Alex Windsor.
It should be Alex Ospreay. Like, let's stop lying to ourselves.
Now, is she a Nepo baby or is she a Nepo wife?
She's a nympho baby, just like Zilla.
Well, we know Will and her are definitely nympho babies because they be tweeting all sorts of dirt on Twitter. So
absolutely,
Divine Dominion.
Hill.
Give me whatever team Haters on because I fucking love that ass. I mean, son, I love Hater.
Well, folks, like and subscribe. Like and subscribe both sides of the ring. We have the men's casino gauntlet. We have MJF, Andrade, Ciampa. Unfortunately, we have Chris Jericho probably coming out to Fozzy once again. And then we probably get Ilja to debut. Oh my god. Shadow, what would you do? Oh, I forgot he's one of yours. What would you do? You wake up and Chris Jericho just sitting in your kitchen is making pancakes as the painmaker.
I'd strip naked.
Give me your money.
And ask him to politely leave my house. And if he didn't, I'd probably pour some maple syrup on me and give him a big old bear hug.
Yo, no, imagine walking into that room is like, oh, okay. It's like,
that happens to be when Mike is coming to visit Shadow for the first time in Canada.
Listen, if it's the Painmaker, I'm gonna make it rain. You know what I mean? Like, come on.
Oh my god! Like and subscribe. Anybody? I think Niram said he doesn't see any way MJF loses this match. I happen to agree with him.
Yeah, I think it's a toss up for MJF, but I want to pick something a little spicy. What if AEW does something kind of random? What if give me like a Mark Davis winning? He's been getting pushed. He's been getting pushed a little bit. He's part of the family. You have him win the tournament, kind of shakes things up a little bit, solidifies the family, just a little bit. It's like, okay, it's a fresh world championship challenger. It's someone who's just no one would think, and he's good. He's not bad in the ring. It's a good heel.
I don't know what's more of a generic name, Mark Davis or Jake something. Just gonna leave that at that. Give me fucking Andrade here. I don't care at this point. Let's just give me something different, bro. Like, obviously MJF is the top dog. Yeah, exactly. You think MJF is winning? How you know?
Give me the
Sicilian in this match.
Give me the Sicilian psychopath, Ciampa.
Yeah, another good pick. I'll be happy with a Ciampa, an Andrade, Mark Davis. Tano, you just wanted to say Mark Davis. You just wanted to say his name. I know. It's okay.
I'm just saying.
You're Don Callis guy, like God, like the voice of God. You're Don Callis guy because everybody loves Don Callis.
Don Callis is a piece of shit.
Callis is a piece of shit. Bald
Like
piece
and
of shit.
subscribe. Honestly, I'm sick and tired of the Don Callis family. I need that family to implode.
It's 1,000 members in that.
Someone's got to steal somebody's money or something. You know,
It's
someone's
starting
got
to
like,
remind me. That family reminds me of like an NWO corporation mix.
It is NWO.
Spot on.
Bro, it is,
That
bro.
true.
Kevin Knight, who's in a match, joined the Don Callis family after he broke up with Speedball Mike Bailey. You know what I mean? Like, what is it? What is Don Callis offering these people to join the family? Is he offering like free portraits for life? Like, what's
Slightly
going on?
erotic portraits. Yeah, slightly erotic.
And those
painted
suitcases of money.
portraits?
Like they do bounties and shit. They just
Screwdrivers. He's
yeah.
also offering screwdrivers.
Amongst other things in the back.
Yep. That
Mark got the right idea. Mark got the right idea.
Mark says this because he hates me.
I've seen this episode. You've seen this episode. How many times have you seen this episode? Seen that episode before.
All right, so we have Kevin Knight versus Darby Allin. Actually, the guys were there at Double or Nothing when this feud came about. After Darby lost the strap, Kevin Knight came out and he beat the absolute dog shit out of Darby, and we was befuddled.
Yeah.
And then Kevin Knight beat Darby, and then Darby said, "Nah, buddy, I want to face you in London." And Kevin Knight said, "Nah, buddy, I don't want to face you, buddy." And then Tony said, "You got to face him, buddy."
Buddy, hey, buddy.
Ball's going anywhere.
Am I on an episode of South Park right now? Y'all making fun of Canada? Like,
no, not at all.
Please like and subscribe.
Piano bit.
Please like because
Don Callis offers championships. Yeah, he offers championships, and then he has the other members of his family challenge for the same championship. It's the dumbest shit ever, dog. Like,
I'm gonna take Knight over the Turtle Kid though.
I agree with Shadow. I have Kevin Knight retaining over Darby. I think that establishes Knight a little bit more as that TNT champion. And besides that, you could also move on. You can move Darby more into like that main event picture instead of like kind of that mid card. And you know, Kevin Knight beating him twice would mean something. And for the title at Wembley, give me Kevin Knight.
You guys want? I'm just gonna go. If I'm flying off the cuff tonight, I don't care. No filter tonight. Straight mouthing off. I don't give a fuck who wins this match. My prediction is that Darby Allin is going to do something so fucking insane that we're going to question whether this man really wants to walk amongst the living on this plane of existence anymore. And he does it every match. So that's all I'm excited to see. I'm excited to see what ways Darby Allin is going to hurt himself.
Defy death, yes.
Yeah, exactly. Defy death.
I too enjoy Jeff Hardy of 2000s.
They even gave him that fucking pyro special. They gave him the pyro special 2 weeks ago. So if this is what we're doing, we're just doing skinny. I like turtles, kid Jeff Hardy. Fuck it, let's run it. Let's just run 2008 back in AEW, but you know, less DUI.
Imagine he jumps off the top of Wembley.
Oh fuck! I don't care. I'd work the $50. Work the $50 for the pay-per-view. I'll send Tony another 50.
All right. Let's run our last ad before we finish ringing off these matches.
What's up, my fellow bad guys? Just when you thought we were down bad on the merch, nah, we just made a power move. We've officially stepped into a big arena, and now you can find us on ProWrestlingTees.com. Randy came through clutch, and now it's time to level up your drip. Dive into a world where every pinfall, every suplex, every promo lives on through what you wear. From the legendary 3-count trivia to the iconic bad guy wrestling designs, we're bringing the heat like never before. This isn't just merch. It's a statement. It's the culture. It's you. So don't wait. Pull up to ProWrestlingTees.com, look up 4 Sides to the Ring, rep the squad, and unleash your inner champion. Don't forget, tell them the bad guy sent you.
Oh, yeah.
Breaking news of TNA, Zoe Starks, also now known as Zoe Serrano, has signed with TNA.
Oh, nice.
Good for her.
Good for Ms. Zoe landing on her feet. We love to see it.
Isn't Sonya Deville in Impact still to TNA?
She might be. I'm not too up to date on what's actually happening in TNA.
Oh, might be.
I should have gone to that.
Yo, shout out. We might 2 out of 3 members of the stud line.
I should have gone to that. They're only like an hour away from me, and I chose not to.
We're close to a full reuniting. Where's Shayna Baszler at?
True. We have the AEW World Tag Team Championship. Oh God, this is my Margarita match. We're gonna get into Margarita matches after we finish doing this. We have Cage and Cope versus the Young Bucks. Cage and Cope versus the moderately aged Bucks. We have 2 guys in their 50s battling 2 guys in their 40s for the Tag Team Championship in All In London. If the Bucks win, they break the tie with FTR for the most tag team reigns in the company. And if Cage and Cope win, I get to continue seeing Christian Cage wrestle. I personally don't care who wins this match. So Shadow, if you don't know me, I'm gonna introduce myself. My name is Shadow Whoever, and I dislike wrestlers over the age of 45 years old. The reason why I dislike wrestlers over the age of 45 years old, because I feel like you lost a step, especially Adam Copeland. I look at Adam Copeland and I get sad. I see him do a suplex, I shed a tear. I see him hit a spear, I shed a tear. DDT, execution, all of it, shed tears. Because to me, I want to remember you when you was at your absolute prime. I don't mind if there's a little bit of fall off, but when you have to completely reinvent your moveset because you physically can't do 80% of what you used to, hang it up, dog. I tolerated it when he first went to AEW, and everybody's like, "Oh my God, he's having all these innovative matches," and I was like, "I guess, whatever, dog." But I was over it immediately. Christian Cage is a timeless classic. As long as that man can cut a gimmick and a promo and talk about people's dead parents, I'm a Christian Cage fan for the rest of my life. But yes, if you're over the age of 45, not a big fan. But there are exceptions to that rule. I will say that.
So a little bit of lore to that, if you will. Indulge me for a second. Jay, aka Christian, and Adam went to school with my mother in high school in the small town of Orangeville, Ontario, Canada. I was lucky enough to meet Judith, which is Edge's mother, Adam's mother. I never met Adam, but I knew Judith, wonderful lady. So that's a little lore to that for you. I agree. I love Adam wholeheartedly. Great Canadian wrestler in my Mount Rushmore of Canadian wrestlers. But I agree. Walk away. And I say that as I bought tickets to go to Maple Leaf Pro to watch him wrestle on October 3rd.
He's doing an indie show?
Yeah,
he's doing the Maple Leaf Pro because it's at Maple Leaf Gardens, one of the most it's basically what Madison Square Garden is to you guys in New York.
Okay.
It's not the same anymore. They renovated it and everything, but the building shell is still the same. There's still lore to it, and he wants to wrestle there. I think AEW should have gone there because, they're great for small venues. Great indie promotion, AEW. But he's going there with Maple Leaf Pro, and I bought tickets immediately to take my 13-year-old to experience Adam one last time before I just give up completely trying to go watch his Ric Flair retirement tour.
Yeah. Listen, what if New Day actually end?
That's what I'm thinking.
So if New Day, that's actually a very interesting thought. So what if New Day doesn't tag team with Swerve, or if they lose the gauntlet and then the New Day comes out to face off with the Bucks? That'd be dope. But back to me hating people over the age of 45.
Oh my God. No, back to the
No. I gotta give Shadow what he wants. He wants to hear how much I hate wrestlers at the age of 45, including Bobby Lashley. Because Bobby still got it, but in spurts. Shelton Benjamin is a nice example of somebody who can still wrestle at 50.
Bobby Lashley reminds me of a Thumb from Spy Kids.
Holy.
Like and subscribe, guys.
Yo, that's so funny.
You can't unsee it once you see it.
Yo, that's literally what just happened. I'm like, wait a second. There was a Thumb fighting Brock Lesnar this whole time.
Hurts the gift for the trios. Marcus, you can just pop in the chat and ask me these questions. Yes, the Hurt Syndicate can probably pop in for the trios gauntlet match. As far as the New Day challenging the Bucks at the end of that match, along with the Motor City Machine Guns.
Yeah, where have they been?
What if they Swerve?
That'd be a swerve.
That would be a swerve. That would be a swerve.
I'm not gonna hold you. I'm probably go Bucks to break the tie over Cage and Cope, and that'd be fine, I guess.
Yeah,
I agree.
It's gonna be the Bucks, in my opinion, because Edge and Jay have both said I keep saying Edge, and I don't give a fuck. Adam Copeland, fucking guy from Canada. They both said that they're done at the end. They're wrapping up, right? So it's time to move on, get rid of the straps, and wind down however you're going to wind down.
I did find it very interesting that they asked TK this recently. They was like, did WWE reach out to you for Copeland for the tour? I could tell. I just made Mike very angry. Made him angry. And then he said, I'm open to collaboration. I do believe that. TK is not a spiteful person. He was like, I'm open to collaboration, but no, they did not ask me or Copeland. They did not extend an invitation. And I feel like that was a wasted opportunity. You know what I mean? Even though I think Cope is extremely washed, we were replaying all of Cena's greatest sets in the first place.
I would have loved to see that.
I would have loved it.
That's my favorite of all time. Like that is my youth, like, you know.
Adam and John made each other who they were.
Exactly.
Simple.
Yeah.
Like
I have a counter to that. John was already John. John made Edge.
But but Cena also needed a top heel to go against at that time. He didn't have a top heel to go against at that time. And Edge stepped up.
Granted, he did, but to me, Edge is not Cena's greatest villain. It is Randy. It is Randy.
No.
Longevity wise or impact wise? I think impact wise, Edge was his best villain. Longevity wise, Randy. Obviously. It's
Randy. And another thing that you missed from marking the calendar today on this day, X amount of years ago, Randy punted Cena's dad.
Yes.
This day years ago. You know what I mean?
2007.
Randy is Cena's greatest rival. Edge is a close second, but it's still Randy. Cena made Edge.
Cena's greatest rival is Vince McMahon booking.
I can't argue with that.
I feel like that was his best tag team partner.
Listen, it was all the kids buying merch. That's his greatest tag team partner.
That was his greatest tag team partner. That's facts. We were all one of them. We definitely were all one of them.
We say that as Mike's got a little thing behind him.
Last time is now.
Right here, right there. The final match Funko. The owl.
So Mike didn't want me to tell you guys, but for Mike's honeymoon after the wedding, he has John Cena's whole ensemble packed in his back, like in his luggage pack for the honeymoon.
Yep.
And he's dressing as Super Cena for the honeymoon. He has the jorts, the pump-up Reeboks, the traditional John Cena shirt, and the hat.
But does he have the Cody robe in there too to become super? You know,
he does, but it's in the missus's bag. She's carrying that for him as a surprise.
Oh, okay.
Oh. She has a merge. I'm sorry if you had to find out this way, Mrs. Cutlass. But yes, he has packed the jorts, tube socks, pump up sneakers, his favorite John Cena color shirt, but the matching hat. Wrist and armbands, I'm not sure, but I know he has the jorts.
TSA is gonna love to find Liberty, though. You know.
He has the wristbands.
He has it. He has it.
He can't
That's going in his toiletry bag.
When it's time to consummate the marriage, all you're gonna hear is dan, dan, dan. And the Mike's just gonna come out the bathroom and merge. Sorry you had to find out this way, Mrs. Cutlets. Sorry you had to find out this way. Back to our regularly scheduled program. We have a Don Callis feud going on over here. We have Okada versus Takeshita versus Kyle Fletcher. Basically, Don Callis said, I just want my boys to be happy. So you guys are gonna fight each other. And they said, okay, I guess. And we saw the beginning of this feud. We saw Kyle and Takeshita fight at Double or Nothing when Fletch
match of the year candidate.
Yeah, when Fletch turned on Takeshita after he beat Okada.
Nitram had like 6 out-of-body experiences.
Nitram was faded to existence, but he was ringside for that match.
he was the special guest referee in his mind.
Yeah, he was.
He counted that 3 fucking times. He won. He was there.
Oh man, I wish you had a picture to see how locked in he was for that match. But yes, Absolutely. So yeah, we saw the beginning of this feud, and now it comes to an end. Maybe at All In, I have Fletcher retaining the championship.
Yeah, I agree. Every Kyle Fletcher matchup to me has the potential to be like match of the year because this dude could like go with absolutely anybody, and the fact that he's there with Takeshita and Okada makes it that much even better. I think just like you, Channel, I agree. He retains. He ends up with the dub, showing that at that moment, at that very night, he is better than both Okada and Takeshita. Because I think, in my opinion, those three are like the best all-around wrestlers in AEW, and I think Fletcher winning would be big for him. He's beating Okada and Takeshita at the same time, at the same night. Fuck yeah, let's do it. Give me Fletcher.
I will be taking Takeshita. I like Takeshita. I want to see my man hold gold again. Let's get the title back on my man.
I give zero fucks about Fletcher. I could care less about Takeshita. And I'm going Okada. I love that guy.
Isn't Fletch Canadian like you?
Again, I don't care.
No,
He's Aussie. He's Aussie.
He's Aussie.
He's Aussie. Oi.
I get that.
I almost broke Taino's shoulder from heartbreak when Fletcher chose the family over Takeshita. I'm telling you, this was the only match that Martin was locked into, dog. Like the Martians let him come down back to Earth for this one match before they took him again. And he was back on the moon.
But before we continue, I just want to say something to you. You keep trying to pair me to love all these Canadian wrestlers. I am one of few Canadians that will look Bret Hart in the face and tell him to take a big fat fucking something and shove it somewhere it doesn't shine. I could care less about that dude. He is a piece of shit.
You know, how don't you like Canadian royalty?
That's not royalty to me. Owen was royalty. Bret, no chat. He's a piece of shit. So Bret, if you're watching this, go fuck yourself.
I'll be mad upset. Bret's like, yo, let me check out these 4-sided ring guys.
This is the episode he clicks.
This is the episode he clicks, and then he zooms in like to the hour 17 mark. Yeah, Bret Hart, if you're watching this, go like and subscribe.
I'll tell you the lore behind that off air.
Copy. Listen, I don't judge. I hate technical wrestling, so he's not my cup of tea either.
Owen had better career.
We have the Women's World Championship match: Willow Nightingale versus Mercedes Moné. 2 years ago, the guys told me Mercedes Moné versus Tony Baker. No, Tony Baker's a comedian.
Tony Storm, bro.
No. What's his name? What's her name? Britt Baker. I knew it was a Baker.
It's been a while since she's been on TV, so that's
fair. It has been. I said
That's
Tony
fair.
Baker. He's a great comedian, by the way.
He is pretty funny too. Yes.
Britt Baker. They said they were gonna have the match of the night at Wembley All In, and proceeded to have me watch that 15 minutes news fest. But this is a match that I do believe can be great. I think this can be an all-timer women's match. Willow's an absolute dog. She came back from injury and she won the women's world title, but I do not want to see her be a transitional champion all over again. I don't want to see it, so I'm going Willow.
Mike Select's here to tell you that Willow has a broken hand.
So congratulations to Mercedes Moné winning the AEW Women's Championship. Shout out to you.
I was unaware of that literally till Mike just said it. But even before that, I was picking Mercedes either way. I love seeing Mercedes with all the gold, every single type of title. She deserves it. I'm a big Mercedes fan. Give me Mercedes. I love Willow. Give me Mercedes. Unfortunate for her injury though. Fuck, that does suck.
Well, I was gonna say Willow, but cool Mercedes.
Sorry to be the bearer of bad news there, boys. I will say, for me, Mercedes is she's got a tough case, man. I don't want to go on a tangent, but I want to really be a fan of hers, but I haven't seen anything from her these last few years that has made me felt like what I used to feel like when she was wrestling in WWE at the time. Like nothing that she's put out really of her body of work has really stuck out to me. Even when she was the belt collector, like the belt collector stuff was like was forgettable, unfortunately. You know, like, and I really want to root for her, which, you know, with the news of the broken hand, yeah, I mean, she's probably winning the title, but hey, maybe they just say, yeah, Willow's retaining. We'll see. We'll work this out another way. We'll do an interim champion. Why not? You know, who knows? But I definitely Mercedes. But I mean, I hope this title reign, which is not a great sentence to start, helps her out a little bit and gets her back to the topic of conversation. But it's, you know, it's never good when we're hoping the title makes the person. So we'll see.
To your point of Mercedes not doing nothing memorable since leaving the E, I have to agree. Like, I had high hopes for her when she walked out and started doing other things, and she killed her own momentum with the creative control that she took. And I think she, in the lack of better words that I could say, she became this guy.
Oh my God.
You know, she booked herself like Hulk Hogan, and that's unfortunate because she had a lot of like great abilities to use to her advantage coming out of the E, and she shot herself in the foot.
So I
Interesting
think
case.
I see what you guys are saying. I think that's more. I mean, that's obviously on her, but also on AEW for allowing her to do that. I could see why she's the big star, but her body of work, at least in terms of matches, they're still, like, to me, second to none. It's like the match that comes to mind most recent was against Maya World, where like they absolutely had a really, really good match. So I think if Mercedes maybe has a little bit more of personality or connect more with us of the fans, then maybe more we could, because it's not like she sucks in the ring. It's just more of I think what you guys are saying is just the character. This is how she booked herself.
She could bang,
but yeah, because she could do her thing, but better storyline for her. I think will be back on like Mercedes' side because she's it. I've always been a fan, like I said.
All right. That's fire. We're gonna cut our last ad before we get into the main event, and we do our Margarita picks.
We really.
This is China Whoever for Four Sides of the Ring, and I think we broke Nitram. He's stuck in 2007, apparently.
We're on Hot Tag. Hot Tag. We're on Hot Tag. We're on Hot Tag.
Well, yeah, we're on Hot Tag. Follow us.
We're on Hot Tag.
Yes, sir. Hot Tag is an app that lets you follow your favorite indie promotions and indie wrestlers. So they have an app, iOS and Android. Download, show some love, and follow us on the Hot Tag app. Gentlemen, we are here at the main event. We have Will Ospreay versus Kenny Omega. What is this, 6? 4, 5?
I'm not sure on the number.
Oh yeah.
Well,
I think this is number. I think this settles the
best of 7.
I don't know what this is. I mean, let's see. Let me see. How many?
I think this is 4. I think this is 4.
4 or 5.
Because at Forbidden Door, that was their third one. They faced in New Japan twice.
I thought they faced in New Japan 3 times.
They faced in New Japan 3 times?
Hold on, I'm trying to think. No, I can't remember because I remember the first 2. Let's see.
And I know they settled.
This is their 4th.
This is their 4th? Yeah, because the third one was at Forbidden Door, right?
Forbidden Door, June 25th, 23. I was in attendance.
Okay, yeah, because that's when Will brought the United States IWGP Championship back to New Japan because Kenny was a champion who never wore the strap anywhere.
It's also the night he took the flag and rubbed it between his legs and told me to go fuck myself in the parking lot.
Really?
Jeez.
Yep.
That's a nice memory to have.
It is. I love that man.
Yeah. That's a great memory. I'm not even gonna hold you. So this is the 4th time that they run up. So we got PWG All-Star Weekend 11, December 12th, 2015. Kenny Omega defeated Will Ospreay in the very first meeting. New Japan Wrestle Kingdom 17, January 4th, 2023. Kenny Omega defeated Will Ospreay to win the IWGP United States Heavyweight Championship. AEW Forbidden Door collaboration, June 25th, 2023. Will Ospreay defeated Kenny Omega to win the title back. So 3. This is the 4th matchup. Does Will Ospreay tie it up at 2-2? Who knows?
Technically, it's, if you want to get technical, it's 1-1-1. 1 win, 1 loss, 1 draw.
Which one was the draw?
I believe.
PWG?
I think so, but I know, but that's also depending on how you're classifying it as well. So
I'll take it 1-1-1, 2-1, whatever works. Does Will Ospreay get back to 500 or over 500?
Yeah, look, I mean, whatever the record is, the great thing about wrestling is there's no real records. I mean, AEW tried it for a little bit. They tried every now and then as like a record and all that stuff they show, but it doesn't really mean anything. I think for me, despite whatever the record is between them, I would like to see Kenny Omega win. Just like Nitram said, for his predictions, I think you have Kenny win. You have him get booed out the building. You have Will Ospreay there disappointed, and you have him continue to taste that title again. My thing is like time, right? Will still has time to sit at that top of the throne. Kenny, his last match could be next week. We don't know. It's always, for the last 2 years, he's on the verge of retirement. He's worse than Rocky Balboa. He's always retiring. But my thing is, give me Kenny retaining, just because I'm a fan of Kenny and I think Will got some time, man. Give me Kenny.
I'm going Will. It's not because I don't think Kenny's doing great things with the belt. I think Kenny is undoubtedly one of the greatest wrestlers of all time in any era. I just think it's Will's time to shine. I think it's time to give him the world title and let him see what we can do with it. You know what I mean? So did anybody not get their piece off of this main event?
I'm gonna take Mr. Tyson Smith, aka Kenny Omega, Winnipeg's greatest export. Fuck Chris Jericho. I truly, in my heart, that's who I want. But my mind knows TK's hometown booking, so it's gonna be Will Ospreay.
True.
Listen, I know
you
you've
can't
been
have
waiting,
too many good moments. We're gonna have Nigel. We're gonna have Nigel beat Mox. That's the hometown moment right there. That way Will could lose, and the hometown fans aren't that upset. And then if we get New Day, that's even better. So like the crowd at Wembley, they'll be fine.
Nah, bro.
Wembley.
Will winning at Wembley is gonna make the crowd finish busting their load. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
just
exactly.
blow the roof off. Yeah,
Nigel New Day is gonna build the anticipation. They're really gonna bust from that, but like Will Ospreay winning the world title.
Patient.
Oh, the Darby Allin spots. You know they're gonna Darby Allin spots. That's another thing. You know,
unless Darby jumps off the Wembley Stadium, I don't think anything he does surprises me anymore.
No, he's gonna jump off fucking Wembley. He's jumping off something.
He always finds something, bro. Like he's gonna find something that's gonna be like, holy shit, Darby did do that at a.
Or Kevin Knight is going to powerbomb this dude through the crust of the earth.
Or hear me out. He'll get thrown down the stairs inside Big Ben.
Incredible. 10 out of 10. Sign me
up.
up.
Throughout the whole pay-per-view, it pans to him still going down the stairs throughout the whole show.
let me get this off, and then we can ride on to the sunset. And
you like getting things off before the sunset, huh?
I absolutely do love getting things off before the sunset. Check out episode 1 of SNM Podcast, coming soon to you on all your favorite podcast platforms. What I really want to get off here is the fact that we've got a really great moment possible for AEW at All In. We have obviously the Nigel McGuinness thing. We've got the New Day. We've got maybe Ilya Dragunov. Hell yeah, why not? Maybe we dust off Kairi Sane. Maybe we find out how she's doing. We pull her up here and say, how you doing? Hey there. I will say about this. Kenny Omega Will Ospreay is probably one of the best stories, going back to, the early career of Will and Kenny meeting him and, them kind of having these mirror careers throughout, being in, PWG, being in New Japan, then coming to, AEW and holding the same titles. And, Will being down a match against Kenny, if it's 2-1 or whatever, 1-1, if their singles records tied 1-1, this is a huge match. And I think, especially with the fact that this is what's selling the house, obviously the other stuff matters, but I think this is really critical right now. And I think this is a match we may look back on in the channels of time where we'll say this was the quintessential match for the future and the direction of AEW. Because if these two guys can go out there and recreate just a little bit of the magic that they've had in the past, this could be a match that people will talk about forever. And this could be something for AEW that could single-handedly, not only just the match itself, but the whole event, this could help them tremendously when you look at the power scale rankings of, professional wrestling and with WWE and TKO, especially when a lot of fans of WWE right now are not happy. So this is a super important show. And, this match, I think, is the bookend of this could be something to talk about for the rest of history.
Listen, that's fair. We're going to run through margaritas. How many margaritas we drinking this weekend, boys? We're going to start from NXT because I feel like the AAA portion of Heatwave is a margarita fest. We have Miles Bourne versus Jackson Drake. Margarita match.
Margarita match.
Agreed.
Shadow, if you're not aware, a margarita match is when you get up off the couch to go make yourself a margarita during that match. So
Yeah,
Miles,
I gathered. Yeah,
okay.
I'd say it's a margarita match.
Natty versus Jada Parker. Two margaritas. Two margaritas.
One margarita.
I'm watching that.
One margarita and a bathroom visit.
Yes, sir. We have the tag team championship match: Miles Bourne and Tavion Heights versus Brad Baylor, and Ricky Smokes. 3 margaritas.
Yeah, margarita. Margarita for me.
Unification match: Zaria, Ren, and Kylie Armstrong. That's not a margarita match for me. I'll watch that. I'm a big Zaria guy. Kendall Gray versus Kalani. Not a margarita match for me.
Yep,
I want to watch
watching that.
Yo, Mike's like 8 margaritas in at this point.
He's getting faded at 10 a.m.
I said no, it's not a margarita match. I'm agreeing. I'm hitting you with the fucking evolution.
I thought the opposite too. I'm like, geez, he's getting bent on Sunday.
No, thumbs up is the margarita. The thumbs down is the no margarita.
Understood.
All right. Shadow, what about you?
I think I'm good. No margarita.
No margarita. NXT Championship Fatal 4-Way: Tony D, Grayson Waller, Cruz Montana, and Zilla Fatu. No margarita.
That is the must-see match of the night.
Literally,
it is. We have Hangman Page in the Trios Gauntlet. It's a margarita match if they don't introduce the New Day.
I'm watching the whole thing.
I'll agree to that stipulation.
If there's no New Day, 4 margaritas, and I'm getting scared.
Listen, if that Mike's gonna be like 5 deep and like emailing Cody Rhodes and like a stand version of like what's going on.
Oh my god.
Listen, Shadow,
Cody, you still ain't wrote me.
Shadow, do you agree that Mike is the Cody Rhodes president of the fan club?
The president fan club?
I think it'd go with him and then my daughter, but yeah.
Oh my god. There are others in the Cody Rhodes.
Hey, I gave you credit. I said my daughter's there.
I mean, obviously, but you guys...
So when Mike came on the show, Mike was talking about vibrators and adrenaline in his hole. I don't know what that meant at all. Divine Dominion and the Brawling Birds margarita match. Is that a margarita match? That's a margarita match for me.
It's
6
not.
margaritas and I put it in her butt. All right. Margarita match for you guys, Mike?
No.
No, not a margarita match? Okay, I respect it. Kevin Knight versus Darby Allin? Nah, that's not a margarita match. I want to see that match.
I want to see that as well.
I want to see it because I want to see how Darby's going to attempt to,
I want to see Darby get thrown down, Big Ben.
Nigel McGuinness versus John Moxley.
Margarita match.
I'm watching that.
7 margaritas and I'm getting fucked up.
I feel like I got to stay sober for John, so no margaritas.
Cope and Cage versus the Young Bucks. 3 margaritas for that match alone.
No. I'm going to change it up on you. A case of Molson Canadian for that match.
There you go.
I got one better for you. I'm giving my life to crack because I'm not getting through them. I don't even have a crack.
And there goes our host, folks. He's, he's
off the wagon.
Got many of those Ospreay matches?
We have the International Championship. That's not a Margarita match. Fletch, Takeshita, Okada. No, I want to see that.
No, I'm definitely tuning in.
I'm gonna be blasted, but I'm gonna watch that match without sipping anything.
Mind you, I'm drinking these margaritas at like 10 o'clock.
With his breakfast,
so this is it. It's over. You know what I mean? I'm not even getting through.
Just pour it in the Cheerios, Mike.
Fuck it.
Mrs. Cutlass, like, I want to go to Target. Like, I can't drive. Too hammered. We have the mimosas for Mike.
Bottomless. I'm gonna need a bottomless mimosa brunch on
with
Sunday.
the Tajin on the Tajin on the rim for my boy. Tajin. That's why I know you're cultured. We have the Women's World Championship match. Margarita, no Margarita.
No Margarita.
At this point, I'm probably hammered. You know what I mean? So I don't need no more drinking in my system.
I'm blackout drunk at this point. And I've had like 4 piss breaks in between like the commercials that are not existent. I've stumbled 3 times. You know,
during All In, Mike's gonna make housewives look like normal people.
You know what's gonna be bad? Watching wrestling with my son is so much fun because he's 5'6", and he likes asking, "Is that a bad guy? Is he a bad guy?" And I'm trying to explain to him what a morally great character is. So I'm just gonna tell him on Sunday, everybody's a bad guy. He's a bad guy. What does he do to make him a bad guy? He beats children. For everybody, like, oh my God, they're so evil. I know, they're terrible. Then we have the World Championship match: Kenny Omega versus Will Ospreay. Not a Margarita.
Yeah, no.
It would be a Margarita
Man,
doobie.
Sunday's gonna be
for that one.
Sunday's gonna be action packed. We got, I think, Heatwave and freaking All In is basically at the same time. So you're gonna have to have 2 screens up, pick which one. You know what I'm saying? Drink a margarita while NXT is on, while you tune into the AEW. Hopefully it's no double margarita at the same time. You have 2 cups right there for both matches.
I'm not gonna hold you.
It's gonna be a fun weekend. I can't wait, man.
I'm not gonna hold you.
Love those days.
Tanner's gonna be blasted at work. His boss will be like, "Yo, what are you drinking?" I'm not drinking anything, boss.
Yo, so real quick, I didn't even realize that I planned August 30th off a month ago. Apparently, I've been a step ahead of myself for a month. They was like, "Hey, Taylor, you know you're off this Sunday." I'm like, "I'm off this Sunday?" They're like, "Yeah." I'm like, "Oh shit, cool." So I will be watching wrestling.
With the margaritas in hand, he's gonna force his poor girlfriend to watch All In, and he's gonna explain to her the significance of every single match and what it means to the current community.
So back in 2002, his parents loved each other so much that on a special night,
you had a piece to get off, Shadow?
No, I forgot now.
Welcome to 4 Sides of the Ring.
Yo, if it makes you feel better, when he watches these match cards for a mark in your calendar, he makes his poor girlfriend watch matches from 1967.
That's untrue.
And he shows her the Wikipedia page.
You probably don't get this because I don't think you're a guy that watches hockey. But why did you pick 1967?
I never picked 1967.
Oh, why I picked 1967? It's a random age I go to because that's my mom's birth year. It's just natural.
So the year your mom was born was the last year that my hockey team won a championship.
Oh, listen, I would share your same pain as a Knicks fan, but we just won a championship, so I can't relate.
This is insane. If people from the outside were to look in, they think we planned this entire thing as a Canadian.
Yo, like he's like, why did you say 1967, bro? Like,
why the fuck did you have to remind me of that wretched year, you mother?
We hate Bret Hart. We hate Hope should retire. We love Goldberg for what he did. Like, Jesus Christ.
Oh my God.
Wait a minute. These are all
at this point, I'm probably more American than half of
each other.
fucking Americans.
And he swears off free healthcare. Well. Yeah, you know what I mean?
It's not free healthcare. You're all delusional.
It's free healthcare.
It's not.
That's
what
John
let us have hope. There's not a lot of hope in the U.S. right now.
What's his name? John Trudeau, Justin Trudeau, who's dating Katy Perry.
Justin Trudeau.
whatever his name is. He told me you guys got free healthcare. That's all that
his
matters.
preppy ass can go kiss my ass. But anyway.
We're getting into
Whoa. Politics.
I said anyways, continue, because that's a whole other subject that's not meant for this.
And I swerve when I drive.
All right, politic. Okay. And unfortunately, guys, that is the end of our show. I'm proud of us for being under 2 hours. Like and subscribe. Ooh, Shadow, before we leave, I got a game for you. Here on Four Sides of the Ring, we like to play a game called, for our first-time visitors, Babyface or Heel. Based on 4 sides of the ring, all of us hosts, and along with the voice of God, Marcus, in the back, who's a babyface and who's a heel?
You're definitely a heel.
I appreciate you. I love you so much, Shadow. You're my favorite.
Marcus is definitely a babyface.
Unfortunately, but yes.
Mike's a mid-card heel.
Oh!
Tano is definitely a babyface.
Yeah.
Wow. I get this special mid-card designation. Very good. Very good.
Which mid-card heel would you specifically compare him to?
Oh shit. Who got fired recently?
They just hired me. They can't fire me yet. They're fucking stuck with me. They can't get rid of me.
Listen,
I ain't fucking leaving.
Listen, we got a death row record on Mike.
Here, Mike. I'll give you this. I'll even be Canadian for you. I'll give you a heel mid-card Sami Zayn.
Ooh.
All right, fair enough. I'll take it.
He's like, all right, fuck it, that's cool. It's not bad.
All right, Shadow, let the people know where to find you, good brother.
If you're finding me on anything other than X or Instagram, please don't. I will stalk you to no end to tomorrow and make sure that your mother knows who I am. Anyways, you can find me on Twitter, X, whatever you want to call it, Instagram at that guy Shadow91, or you can catch me on Off the Top Media on YouTube and come check out the Shadowsphere.
Cool. Tino, let the people know where not to find you.
You catch me at King of Groove, and that is on TikTok and Twitter. And I'll be back next week for another edition of Four Sides of the Ring. I can't wait to break down All In next week with y'all. And if you get him to 100 followers on TikTok, I'll show another embarrassing picture of Tino. I got a few in the holster. He knows exactly. I want no followers.
He knows exactly which one I'm talking about too. The middle school picture, my boy.
Honestly, I don't remember, and I don't want to remember. Anyways, moving on. Mike, where can
I'm gonna find it right now.
You guys can find me here on Thursdays at 4 Sides OTR. You can also find me at MOWM_podcast. That's really all I got. I mean, please don't find me anywhere else, because if you find me, I got a TikTok and an Instagram, all the same hoopla.
Just don't find us on Facebook, I think. I don't know. Maybe a personal.
I mean, I got a Facebook too. Just don't, you know what I mean?
Find Tino on Facebook so you can see his crazy political views and shame him for them. It's not even political views. It's him talking about the Mets.
It is. Every post is the Mets. Every post.
All 4 of our sponsors have pulled out of 4 Sides of the Ring.
I gotta find that picture of Tino.
Well,
and my name is Shana Whoever, and you can find me absolutely nowhere. All I post is Knicks championship edits and the press night and AI Power Ranger pictures. I swear to God, that's all I legitimately post. There's not a Rick lessoning on my feed. Marcus tags me and posts a share, and I say, it doesn't fit the vibe of what I have going on over here, guys.
Doesn't fit his aesthetic, he said.
It doesn't. If I post anything un-Nick Power Ranger related, I get a 311 phone call like, are you okay? This is a wellness check. So you can't find me nowhere, but you can find us on 4 Sides of the Ring, 4 Sides OTR on X, 4 Sides of the Ring on TikTok, MySpace, MSN, Hotmail, Gmail, YouTube, Memail, ChewTube. You can use 4 Sides of the Ring as a promo code on BlueChew.
Oh,
and Tubi.
It's 4 Sides OTR for Retroid to get 10% off. Tell Ashby to show some love. What else? You can follow NetRam at NetRam 4 Sides of the Ring. I forgot what the tag is. Honestly, like, subscribe. We will be here. Oh yes, this episode was produced by the founder, and you can't follow me at all, apparently. I think it's the founder MH on Twitter. I'm not so sure. Honestly, I don't know my guys' Twitter things off the tip-top. But we will see you guys next week. And if you guys don't know, it's always and has been Knicks and 5. We are your reigning, defending NBA champions, and you guys will acknowledge us for this whole entire season. My pain and suffering is not for display. It's not a costume. I've earned to say this after every episode. Everybody watch All In. Drink responsibly. Do not drink and drive. If you are going to drink, get an Uber. Or have your girlfriend or boyfriend drive you wherever you need to go if you're going to get hammered. If you're doing margaritas during matches.
That's fair.
Or just don't be like Mike, obliterated and plastered at a Target at 5:30 in the evening after All In ends.
They're used to it.
That's the only thing we ask.
But that's how I want to spend my Sunday evening. That's how I'm gonna spend my Sunday evening. That's my prerogative.
But peace, love, and happiness. We love you guys. Thank you so much, Shadow, for coming on. Please follow him.
Yeah, go check out the Shadow Sphere.
Yes, sir.
One more thing before I leave. Thank you.
Yo, anytime, brother. You're always welcome. Knicks and 5. And Tino's never been to Oklahoma ever in his life.